Well, the sporting world has been plunged into shock and heartbreak. Liverpool football star Diogo Jota has died in a car crash in Spain. His younger brother was also killed in that accident early this morning. This video shows workers going through some of the debris of the Lamborghini that he was driving. Investigators are blaming a burst tyre for the crash. Jota was part of the Liverpool side that won the English Premier League in May. The popular Portuguese international was also a newlywed and a father of 3. He was just 28 years old. Well, Liverpool Football Club says it is devastated by the death of Diogo Jota and his brother. I want to get straight to CNN's Amanda Davis. Amanda.
Yeah, Becky, the football world here in England and very much internationally shocked, stunned, coming to terms with this news which emerged in the early hours of Thursday morning. As you say, it was Spanish authorities revealing the news of this car accident taking place in northwest Spain in Zamora at midnight 30 on Thursday morning. And it emerged that 2 passengers travelling in a car suffered a burst tyre whilst overtaking, and the car then burst into flames, ultimately killing the 2 passengers. And those 2 passengers were Diogo Jota and his younger brother, Andre. The investigation is carrying on. That is what we know in terms of the facts of the matter at the moment. But as you rightly mentioned, the timing of this is just so incredibly cruel. Jota, a player at the prime, in the midst of the prime of his footballing career in the last month, having helped Liverpool to win and lift the Premier League title. We saw him very much enjoying those trophy celebrations, the parade on the streets of Liverpool just a few weeks ago. And then after that, helping his country, Portugal, to victory in the European competition, the Nations League, helping them claim that for a second time. That proved to be his final act on a footballing pitch. But all of that put into context doesn't really matter, does it? When you look at the bigger picture, it was just 10 days ago he married his longtime partner, Ruta, the mother of his 3 children, now coming to terms without their man.
Amanda, this is really so sad, and understandably, tributes have been pouring in since this news broke from fans, clubs, federations alike. Just take us through some of that reaction.
Yeah, there is no escaping how popular a footballer and human being Diogo Jota was. The Anfield song, the Portuguese number 20, better than Figo. He was a really popular player amongst fans. And Liverpool is a football club that is so much more than that. It is very much a family. We have seen fans already starting to arrive at Anfield and lay their flowers and pay their tributes to him. We're seeing some of the pictures here. It was Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool manager, the former Liverpool manager, who was the man who took Diogo Jota to Anfield. He has, in the last hour or so, paid this tribute. This is a moment where I struggle, he wrote. There must be a bigger purpose, but I can't see it. I'm heartbroken to hear about the passing of Diogo and his brother, Andre. Diogo, not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. We will miss you so much. Others from across the Premier League have also been paying their tribute. Manchester City, this at a time where football rivals come together and you really get the sense of that footballing community. They posted this really powerful photo of Jota with his Portuguese teammate, the Manchester City captain, Bernardo Silva, as you can see there. And then Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, his Portuguese teammate saying, "It doesn't make sense. Just now, we are together in the national team. You had just got married." Ronaldo then goes on to send his condolences to Jota's family, wife and children, adding, "I know you will always be with me, with them. Rest in peace, Diogo Andre. We will miss you." And it was the first tribute that was paid came from the Portuguese Football Federation, which really sums up how much he is not only a footballer, but what people within the footballing community think of Diogo Jota as a man. They described him as an extraordinary person, respected by all teammates and opponents, someone with an infectious joy and a reference to the community itself. And actually, Portugal's women are taking part in their opening game of the Women's European Championships, playing against Spain later on Thursday. And a moment's silence is set to be held at that match and all the games at the European Championships over the next couple of days, Becky.
Amanda, it's good to have you. Thank you. Well, joining me now is Thomas Stocuna. He's a football commentator and sports journalist in Portugal. And just describe, for me, if you will, how this news is being received there.
Hello, Becky. Hello, everyone. It's a tragedy. Everybody was shocked early morning in Portugal to know that Diogo Jota and his brother, André Silva, a younger brother, died in a car accident. Diogo was living his best moments. Personally, his marriage, his wedding was last week. He won Premier League with Liverpool, Nations League with Portugal. He was a special player and a special person because he was a normal guy, a normal guy who understands his community, not only his family. He was adored everywhere they go, at Wolverhampton, at Liverpool now, because he understands how important football can be to those people. At Gondomar, his hometown, a small village in Portugal, the academy has his name, and there is a quote like, "It doesn't matter where we come from, but where we're going to." And I think that describes Diogo Jota's career, Diogo Jota's life as a simple person, a humble footballer that everybody loves.
How did he get his break in football?
He started at Gondomar, a small club in Portugal, and has a specific evolution because he didn't represent at younger ages the bigger clubs in Portugal, Sporting, Porto, and Benfica. He later played for Porto 1 year only, but he was never a star. He was never meant to be a star, I would say. He only became a star later at English football, Wolverhampton first, and then in Liverpool. The connection with Klopp, the importance to the fans. Then it was the best moments of Diogo Jota's career. But in Portugal, he was never a star like Bruno Fernandes, for example, that played for Sporting, or João Félix in another moments that played for Benfica, and other players that played for Porto. The stage of Diogo Jota in Portugal was so quick. He passes for Passos de Ferreira, first division team, but a smaller club also. And then he only became a national team first choice when he goes to the Premier League. That evolution of small guy in a small club to a bigger star in a Portuguese football, a Premier League champion also, a player adored and respected for so many people and clubs around the world, I guess is the biggest victory of Diogo Jota's career. But it's a tragedy. It's a punch to hear that Diogo Jota and his brother cannot live.
And let's just talk about his brother, Andre, also killed in that crash. He was also a professional footballer. Can you just tell us a little about Andre Silva?
André Silva, as I said, is the younger brother, unfortunately, of the Diogo Jota. They were going to England by boat because Diogo has to live with a problem in the pulmon, I guess. So he can travel by plane, and then he has the need to go by boat to Liverpool to return to the next season. André was not so talented, of course. He played in the second division in Portugal. Penafiel is a smaller club in the Portuguese tier, like Passos de Ferreira, where Diogo also can evolve earlier. André is a player with a special connection with Diogo Jota, special friend, I guess, also of his brother. But he was a player of 25 years old. The career, it's not supposed to be that great as Diogo Jota's career.